What's good people? It's your boy CJ Randolph, and this is the Just a Messenger podcast, where all we're trying to do is just change the world one message at a time. And what's that message? The message is love, hope, joy, and peace. And whew, Lord Jesus, let's go. Speaking of peace, I found peace in being uncomfortable, right? And there's a celebration also, right? There's a celebration because on May 3rd was the moment that I fully committed to being uncomfortable in creating the podcast. My friend, my dear friend, really gave me no options and instilled in me the peace that I needed to stop being so comfortable and doing what I need to do to live the life that I have dreamed of, and that's being a messenger, and that's being a messenger out to the world and everybody else. So I got physically pushed and spiritually pushed on May 3rd of last year, and that was just an anniversary not too long ago. Shout out to Facebook Memories for always giving us those snapshots of our life and reminding us where we were, where we're at, and hopefully giving us the potential on where we want to be, right? And so that was a pivotal moment in my life where I drew this line in the sand and said, hey, we doing this. Like, I was supposed to do it 3 years ago, and I got comfortable, and then I got fearful, and then I got stagnant. And just like the very, very first podcast that we did, it was all about being uncomfortable, and it still took me a couple of months to figure out how to do things, and still figuring out how to do things because I'm just learning all this on the fly, really. But that's the beautiful thing about it. That's life, learning stuff on the fly and really getting this wisdom and gaining this knowledge and seeking other people and then figuring it out yourself, right? Because we're in a world where even though it seems like people would love to help, and you can also be a help too, right? So, yeah, happy anniversary to basically launching phase 40 in my life, right? And I think this is going to be the most pivotal and the most successful phase of my life. And I'm looking so forward to it. And one of the reasons that I'm definitely looking forward to it is because of a great conversation that I had with a gentleman that had showed up in my men's Bible study. And I, Robot is one of my favorite movies. It's kind of crazy because we're getting really, really close to that. But I ain't scared. I got Jesus. You know what I'm talking about? So, but it's very interesting on how movies in the past reflect what's possible in the future, right? Possibilities. I'll click on that soon, very soon. All right, I'll hit on that soon. So, and at the end, he asked, that is the right question. And that is one of my favorite quotes, and it comes up a lot. And I think that's a message within itself in the right context. And so this gentleman was sitting there listening to us talk about the book that we're breaking down and what we thought about it and our different life experiences and the wisdom that we gained from it. And just the way that he articulated his thoughts, the way that he articulated his questions. Like, oh, when I hear you say this, blah, 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 I'm like, oh, either he's a therapist or he done been in some therapy or both. Or, he just really, really articulate in his thoughts and ideas. So I really connected with him. And then him and I afterwards had a personal conversation. And we really got deep into understanding some of my fears and stuff like that. And it was amazing because at the end of it, we got to the core. And the word that he mentioned struck with me in my soul. And the word was limitless. I want to be limitless. And I'm the one that's stopping that. I'm the one that's putting the boundaries on. I'm the one that wants to be comfortable. I'm the one that is not allowing this light that's inside of me to shine. See, I give y'all a small percentage of who I really am because that's what makes me comfortable. But there's so much more in here. There's so much more in here. And this is a declaration to myself. I'm putting myself on blast in front of everybody, all 63 subscribers. I'm not doing that no more. I got work to do. Yeah, I got some work to do. I've been working on myself, but now it's time to expose it. It's time to get out there and get these ideas that I've had trapped in my mind and push for it. That's the only way that I'm going to be successful, is actually doing it. Because if I don't, then it's automatically unsuccessful. I've been hearing this quote a lot lately, and it makes sense. You'll miss 100% of the shots you never take. Well, I'm Steph Curry pulling up. Jordan in the clutch. Right? And so now it's time for me to be limitless. It's time for me to take the barriers off myself and faith my fears. Yeah, that also happened in Bible study. The homie Elliot was talking about facing his fears. If you go to a couple of podcasts before, he really dove in about, trusting God even when it doesn't make sense, right? And facing his fears. And as he was talking, I heard faith your fear. So I'm about to start faithing my fears. I'm walking right into that. The Greek word for fearless is actually a phobos. I kind of like Greek words. They're really cool to me. So, and I actually had a t-shirt company called the Phobos. It's pretty much like witness wear. Like, I'm boldly walking in, and y'all gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. So, it's something that's always been a part of me. It's just, I just kept it to me. And now it's not. So I got a couple of ventures that I'm about to do, and I'm about to put myself on blast. Y'all keep me accountable. All right, I'm thinking about having a car wash, creating my own little mobile detail car washing thing. I'll be honest with you, I love washing cars. I used to wash cars in the summertime in high school, and I absolutely love washing cars. Sometimes I don't like washing my car. I like washing other people's cars. It's funny how that is, right? And then I'm about to revamp and relaunch my electrolyte mix. And that's something that's been tearing at me for a very long time. And I've just been putting it off. And I'm tired. I'm about to just face that fear. And I got a nice, cool Airbnb concept thing. I ain't going to let y'all know, so y'all steal the idea and get there before me. But I got some big concepts. I got some stuff that's in the mix. And now it's about to be put inside the oven. And when it's ready, we're going to take it out, put some icing on it, and we all going to eat. All going to eat. Right? Because that's what happens when the light inside you is able to shine. You unconsciously give others the ability to do so. So let's shine together. Let's be limitless. Because the possibility... Oh, let me rephrase this. Being comfortable, you already know what your possibility is. You already know the results because you get them because that's where you're always at. But when you start stepping out and you start being uncomfortable, those steps are uncomfortable because you don't know what the possibility is. But guess what? I know my possibilities are so much more grand than my current possibles. So now it's time for me to just do it. And I appreciate y'all for listening, holding me accountable, and being there in any type of support that you can. Pray for me. Hit the subscribe button. That's the first time I ever said that. I'm just playing. If you don't want to subscribe, that's all right. I'm still going to do this anyway because I've been told to. So, yeah. So, let's just live limitless possibilities. Let's step out on fear and faith your fears. And just like the wife said in November, I don't teach no more. I make money moves. Get someone in your life that instills that flame inside of you that says, hey, I know there's more in you, but I'm going to give you the space and I'm going to give you the time to figure that out. All while still dropping little messages like, hey, what you doing? What we doing? Right? That's what I've been asking God. What we doing? And I think he gave me the answer. He said, what are you doing? You already did. I've been telling you this. Just go do it. So, like Nike, just check it off. Just do it, right? So, this is Just the Messenger podcast, and I just want to make sure that y'all understand really what our message is. Our message is the message of hope, love, joy, and peace, and that you can instill that in somebody else. You never know. A smile, holding someone's door open for them, man or female, whatever, doesn't matter. Saying hi, that's a message. That's a message that I see you. And hopefully they receive that. And hopefully they give that to somebody else. So shout out to all the messengers out there that have given me messages in the last year. The message that I received last Wednesday. Those are game changers. So let's change the world one message at a time. And until next time, say love.